shit back up. All right.
Welcome back to Idiocracy. How you guys doing today?
Uh,
We fucked up. We fucked up.
no. So,
We had
Well, let's
some
go.
technical difficulties, guys. Sorry about that.
So let's go off what you said, Joe, about the fucking Cleveland Browns there for a second with Flacco, though. Josh, who's the guy that they have at running back for the first two games? That's
Quinshawn
tearing this,
Judkins.
that's tearing it up right now. So you got to think about that. Their offensive line's decent, receivers get okay, but you got a running game that's fucking diminished up there. So I understand Flacco. He doesn't. If he had that running game, man, I think it would have been great for him. Not to say he's not the best, but yeah, he's better than what we have, dude. Think about that. Obviously,
At this point,
they brought two white boys in that can't do shit. You know, Rippon couldn't do shit. Looks like they had no faith in him. So you bring somebody with experience, and what's the worst that could happen? You go back to Jake Browning, he gets hurt or
yep.
screws up. I mean, fuck it. He's Zach Taylor is relying so much on Jake Browning learning and getting more confidence from this situation that they went out and gave a fifth round pickup to a divisional fucking team.
Which doesn't make sense. I mean, I think they could have probably went and got New York to trade Jameis Winston for like a 6th-round pick.
I think what they would have wanted, I think they would have wanted more honestly because they had the upper hand in that situation. New York.
Even I would take okay. You bench Russell Wilson. Okay,
Zach
I'll
traded to
sign
the
him.
Cleveland Browns because Cleveland's going to call him and ask him if he wants to be the offensive coordinator next year. So
Could
he's
be.
sucking up.
Fuck, at this point, can Joe Burrow be our fucking head coach? I mean, shit, he calls the plays anyway on the field. Fuck it, why can't
Hell,
he give him a headset?
do what Mike Brown does. Mike Brown gets the owner money and used to get the GM money. But Burrow get quarterback money and head coach money. Fuck it.
I mean, honestly, I think he's like top two, top three on the hot seat right now. So I think he made a fucking move and he knows his job's on the fucking line. I really do think that.
It
And
should
And
be.
I think
honestly,
that
what's that?
I think you're right. I think he definitely is on a hot seat, and he is kind of feeling it. Because what has the team heard over the last week and a half? Fire Zach Taylor. Fire Zach Taylor.
Well,
I don't think
Well,
he
that,
has in the locker room. I think he lost. I think he lost it last year.
I think that's the big thing because let's be real. Mike Brown doesn't listen to the fans. I mean, there were years we were calling for Marvin Lewis before he finally pulled that. He schwacked him. So do I think that has anything to do with it? No. Mike Brown likes having a yes man. But what is like you said, I think he lost that locker room. You're starting to see even your number one receiver start to get into your coach's face and complain and everything else. You're starting to see that giving up mentality. I mean, let's be honest. That last game, they just gave up. I mean, it was at a point where they're just like, fuck it, I'm done. You're starting to see that. And that's going to start to hit Mike Brown where he cares the most, his wallet. So, not only should Taylor start feeling it, that motherfucker's ass should be on fire.
Well, I mean, a telltale of that is look what the Bengals tried to do on Sunday. They tried to have a straight game, right? They wanted orange and black all around the stadium, so it looks great on TV. But as soon as Burrow went down, you had a bank load of these Cincinnati season ticket holders sell their season tickets to these Detroit fans. Detroit bought so many tickets, it was pretty bad. It looked like orange and blue stripes and not orange and black, which made me think of what's the other team in Cincinnati that has orange and blue? FC
FC
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
That's what it looked like at Paul Brown. It looked like you were at an FC Cincinnati soccer match, not the Cincinnati Bengals football game.
Yeah.
So
Well, technically, football in Europe is soccer, so it's still
it's
football.
it's El Football, And then
Hey,
our football is El Fútbol Norteamericano.
I tell you what,
It's
yeah,
famous wrestling for you.
when you go on national TV and you see fucking a good 60 to 40% blue over orange and black, and it's supposed to be a stripe out. Come on, man. It's like a fucking. It's just saying something, man. It really is. And to go back to what you guys said, he's lost the locker room. I mean, I wouldn't say he lost the locker room last year. I think he lost it when Joe Burrow went down
I,
because
I think he lost
he
it last year.
he is relying. Well, with Joe Burrow, yeah, MVP season, Triple Crown winner in Chase, and your last 5 games you go 5-0, and you hit that last count for somebody to lose a playoff game, but didn't happen. So I think they went into this offseason again. I don't think they draft to help us. I think they draft to like have depth, and it's just not good. And they were just going off those last 5 games of the year to reiterate to something going our way. And in off season they fired Lou. And look what Lou's doing up in fucking Indianapolis right now. Top 5 defense. So he was their scapegoat, man. Taylor,
But but
you go ahead.
but before you say that, Indy actually had a pretty decent defense even before Lou. Wasn't the best, but he was a pretty good pretty good defense up there.
Yeah, but they didn't have an offense with fucking Richard or whatever his damn name is, their quarterback.
Oh,
But
that's because he's trash.
exactly. So what I'm saying is they they weren't winning. Now they're winning. They put it all together. They got a quarterback up there now doing his thing. And look what's happening. Zach Burrow is lifting off. Well, yeah, I think you guys were thinking off fucking. Did I say Zach Burrow?
Yeah, you
Zach
did.
Taylor is
You
lifting
must
off
be drunk.
Joe. No, living. I caught myself, motherfucker. Relax. He is living off fucking Joe Burrow's coattails, and I think you guys can agree with that. If Joe Burrow goes down, Zach Taylor goes down. It's as simple as that. And
Yeah,
I think Chase, after renewing his contract, I think Higgins, I think they're fucking fed up. And they're two of the fucking team leaders. Ted Garros, I thought you were a leader, bro, but that offensive line, I'll be punching him in the fucking face, dude, as a leader.
well, the
I,
problem is
I, I
he's part of the fault too.
You are correct. More penalties, getting fucking beat at the middle, not fucking
Yep.
helping out. Just guy looks lost out there, man. I'm ready for Matt Lee to take over, man. You drafted that motherfucker. He's sitting on the goddamn bench. It pisses me off. I'm ready to see this motherfucker take over at center. That's the reason we went down for fucking Red Fest, or not Red Fest, opening day this past year, and we saw him down there. Remember that group picture we took?
Yeah.
He got pissed off at me because I said, when are you going to play right guard and let Matt Lee take over at center? He's like, I play center. Okay. That's, he's like, why are you asking me that? I was like, because it needs to happen, man. If Matt Lee's ready for the center position, you can go back to right guard you used to play, man, and you can fucking help us out with a depth situation. I think that's what needs to happen, honestly. You fucking bring in Cody Ford, put him at left guard, fucking take his ass out of fucking center, put him at right guard, and fucking bring Matt Lee in. I think it's ready to happen. But who knows what I think? I'm just a fucking podcast person who likes to drink.
We also got that other center, Seth McLaughlin, too, on our practice squad.
I don't think
So
he's ready for us, but I'm not saying he's not. But we also got a guy named Jackson Kirkland. I've been always big on.
yep.
Fucking played for us last year. This motherfucker can't play any worse than fucking Jalen Rivers is at fucking right guard. Let's give it a fucking break, guys. Come on. I mean, you guys got to figure this shit out.
Well, I
Are
mean,
you running?
Mims is struggling as well, and he was our first round pick last year. I mean, I honestly think it comes down to scheme. If we had a different scheme, would our offensive line be better? Maybe this scheme doesn't work for this offensive line.
Look, the offensive scheme doesn't really change much, okay? You block from the inside out, okay? If it's a running play, you're covered. You have man over you, unless you're supposed to go to secondary. You might scoop to go to the
Sponsor
secondary,
us.
but for the most part, it doesn't change. Your offensive playing calls. I mean, do you throw in some, different little looks like a pulling guard or anything like that? Yeah, but I don't even think it's that. It goes back to basics. Like, this offense is fucking.
Atrocious.
But, anyway, speak. Moving on, because we'll spend an hour talking about the Bengals. But moving on, let's talk about idiocracy stuff and atrocious things. So Josh's favorite city. No, I'm just kidding. Uh,
Well, the Bengals almost went there.
Yeah,
they play
that
like
was the
this.
rumor.
So if you haven't heard of the news, so Chicago's mayor yet again proves that he's an idiot. And they keep electing idiots in Chicago. But Chicago's mayor signed an order to stop federal agents from using certain city-owned spaces. So it says here, in the recent weeks, federal agents used several city-owned properties, including parking lots near Harrison and Kinsey and a vacant lot, as staging sites for immigration enforcement. Such use of city property undermines community trust and runs counter to Chicago's welcoming city ordinance. Um, so essentially, they're saying that if it's city owned, federal law enforcement agents such as ICE and stuff like that can no longer use them as staging areas. If you don't know what a staging area is, it's basically their prepping area. They gather, get ready. They make sure everyone knows where they're supposed to go, what they're doing, who's covering what door, who's covering what end of the building, who they're looking for, all these things, key information to make sure everybody's ready to go. And then they move in. Typically, a staging area is going to be far enough away to where the person of interest or people of interest don't know that the federal agents are there, but close enough that once they decide to go, they can move in pretty quickly. So, there's a couple things with this, but I want to see what you guys think of this before I go on my tangents. Go ahead.
I mean, it's ice-free spots that they were saying, um, which I didn't think he could actually rule against federal agents because that is the federal law. It's not a state. Federal usually is above state. Just I don't know the full law to it, but um, his wording in some of his interviews, saying Trump is kind of trying to start a war with the American. Dude, that's the problem right now. That's the problem with America. Is you got these politicians thinking everything is about war and fighting and all this stuff. And then the media hits on. And then all you get from the federal and then the media is hate, divide, hate, divide. Why can't these parties just get together, figure out a solution? That's what America is about, built around. Compromise, talking to each other, dialogue, not shooting people, not threatening people, having a conversation, having dialogue with somebody. That's not the way it is. That's not how the Democrats have been. They have been the party of hate. Absolutely been the party of hate.
Because you have an opinion.
Yeah. And what we have 10 cars surrounding a couple of the federal deputies' cars with ISIS car. One lady ended up getting shot, and they spent a couple nights in jail, and they were just released today. Like, uh, like if I go downtown and I refuse to let a federal agent inside that building, do you not think I'm going to get arrested? That's what these people are doing to these federal agents.
Hope you get
You will get
arrested.
arrested. I thought about it. I was just kind of poking the bear like I poke Joe all the time.
Let them know you only
So,
get one day. You get a whole month.
I mean, they threaten the lives of these ICE agents. They're doing their job. They're doing what they're ordered. I have a boss. I've got to do what they want me to do, whether I agree with it or not. That's what these guys have to do. That's their job. Let them enforce the laws of their job.
So, in my opinion, I think Joe's about to fill me in and just teach me a lot of shit here in a hot second. He's about to go on his right wing shit. But from what I'm looking at is, it's like we're shutting down. The government shut down. So who's getting paid right now? Are these cops getting paid right now, or is it because of that city? Let's answer that question first. So the city of Chicago, is their cops shut down? Or are they still patrolling?
So
No, I think they still get paid.
city police officers are still getting paid. Okay.
Okay.
Federal police
So
officers. Okay. So here, I'll tell you exactly.
from what I've been hearing is they're sending the National Guard from Texas up to Chicago because since the federal government is shut down because of the current government shutdown, Trump is sending troops up there from the National Guard from Texas in there, and they asked their mayor a question. Not the mayor. I'm sorry, their governor. I think it's a Asian descent woman, and they're asking her why. She's like, why is he bringing this up here? It's because, well, you won't protect your citizens. So what's Trump going to do? He's going to protect your citizens. Like you are the worst city almost in America with when it comes to capital punishment, not capital punishment, when it comes to fucking like crime rate. It's horrible. Chicago is the worst. Your mayor sucks ass there. He doesn't know what he's talking about at all. So it's just like, hey, what's going on? You can't come into my city and do this, but yet we're gonna let all this crime happen. It's to me, it just sucks. Like I don't know all the political background shit. I try not to get into the political shit, but from what I've been seeing, what I send you guys, man, it's a fucking laugh factor, man. I mean,
He got kicked off
you
again.
hate guys. You
What the
guys
hell?
hate Trump personally. Is he a criminal? Is he doing
But
this and that?
to
What
get to
politician
one
has not
point
been a criminal?
with Matt
What
McClung,
politician hasn't
unfortunately
been a
getting
fucking
kicked
like
off again, is
caught up in
they
schemes?
said
You
they've
know,
collected more
it's just
guns in
you
Chicago
guys you guys would
in
rather try
less
to
than what
attack a person
a
instead of
week. They've
helping
been
the
there a week and a
situation,
half.
which is disgusting in
Uh,
Well,
America
you know
because
Compared
that's
to
not what America's
Los
built on.
Angeles in
well,
4 months.
You guys can't
that's
come to
Indiana
any
and Ohio's
agreement
fault.
whatsoever.
You didn't know
So
that?
let's just attack,
I
attack,
mean, I know
attack
people cross the border with
until we
guns, even
almost
though
destroy.
You didn't know that?
And he's
they
not
get
going
them
to
from
back
Chicago
down.
and other states,
And
but I
I don't
guess
blame
it's
him at all.
Indiana and
This
Ohio.
Like you didn't.
America is disgusting the way it is
You know
right
what's
now.
funny though
It's
is
so
like
disgusting. Like
they say it's our
me,
fault, but you know what?
glad where I live
Again, they don't
now. Glad where I
realize
live in
is
my little
there are
sanctuary,
laws
and I don't have to
in
fucking deal with this
Chicago
shit,
about
man.
those
City
firearms,
sucks.
right?
You'll never see me in the city
Yeah.
again.
Like pretty heavy laws.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make
Hmm.
Same thing in
sense.
New York.
Huh. Now, isn't that the same for? I
Joe, can you
mean,
still
correct
see
me
me,
if
or
I'm
are you
wrong,
still
but
looking up
a
shit?
lot of those cities have like a lot of heroin and cocaine issues and stuff like that. There's laws against that too, right?
Josh, you
I
there?
think Chicago is one of the biggest drug hubs in America.
But there's laws against that, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
so wait, so we have intensive laws and restrictions and stuff that, but it's not stopping the criminals.
Well, you got to remember, Chicago, New York, LA, they have some of the strictest gun laws in America in their cities.
I know
Yet they have some of the highest crime rates with guns.
well, yeah. My point being is because all these leftists keep talking about we need
I
stricter
mean,
gun rules and everything else. Is he back?
yeah, you got to refresh.
I still can't fucking see him.
Is it me or him? How
I
do
think
you
it's
see where he
he's got to
can't?
refresh. I have no idea. Maybe because I'm a guest
I don't know.
too.
Be our guest. Be our
I
guest.
don't know. I can see now. So Matt, I want to answer a couple of your questions real quick. So first of all, you asked, about people that do they get still paid and stuff like that. So there are federal employees during the shutdown that get furloughed, such as national parks, stuff like that. So essentially, they get temporarily cut. Okay, so sorry, you are let go. Okay, until we can, but there are employees that are deemed essential that per their agreements in their contracts and everything, they understand that if a government shutdown happens, they are still going to be required to work and they don't get paid until the government restarts, and then they will get back paid and stuff like that for for their hours and everything. Military personnel, law enforcement, border security and immigration, airport staff, hospital staff, prison staff, all are essential workers so these federal ICE law enforcement officers and everything, they're showing up to work without getting paid.
Uh,
So that leads to there was a Burbank airport that nobody in the tower showed up for work. So that airport didn't have a tower for like 4 or 5 hours. So there's some federal workers that might not show up because they're not getting paid. They know they're going to get paid anyway. Either
Well,
way.
and let's be honest. I mean, just because you're a federal worker doesn't mean that you agree with the political party that's in there. So I guarantee you there are, some individual. I mean, and there's a couple things to it. I mean, one, it may not even be a political thing. Sometimes it is. Sometimes they're like, "Oh, I'm not showing up because fuck that." Then you have some that they're like, "Shit, I gotta go do something else because I ain't getting money." Um,
well, let's dig into that. Why is our government being shut down? Let's dig into that a little bit.
that's a
We
great
can make fun of
question.
Chicago. We can make fun of Chicago all day long. Fucking their mayors are big goofy as
Well,
fuck.
don't. But before we get to that question, uh, did you guys happen to see the video of the ICE agent spraying the guy in the toad costume?
Oh my god, yeah.
That that by far was the best video I've seen in a very long time.
And I'll be honest with you, like this is proof of videos and stuff like that. Is you don't see everything. I want to know what that fucking dude was doing because for a fact, I guarantee you, he was saying stuff and doing stuff, and they had told him to move or he was going to get sprayed. And he was continuing on, and because they don't show the audio, they don't give the audio, they don't give any of that stuff. I guarantee you, he fucking got warned plenty of times, and then they were like, because he's like, "Fuck you, ain't gonna be able to spray me." Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I love that ice agent who did that, man. I mean, it's probably like I
That
got
dude
one of those
deserves a
toad outfits
rose.
too.
Make that dude the face of ice right there. Like,
I
Yeah,
you don't like
that
ice?
was.
Fuck you.
I sponsor us.
Sponsor us, ice. Oh, but I do want to, before we shift gears, I do want to point out a couple things. So, is the mayor within his right to say that federal agents cannot use city-owned areas for staging? Yes. Okay.
Bullshit.
So,
I'm just kidding.
one, between the 10th Amendment says the anti-commandeering doctrine, which says that federal government cannot force state governments to carry out federal policy. Okay, means that they cannot compel a state to use its resources or property to assist with federal law enforcement. All right. Then you have state level restrictions. So states cannot block federal agents from working in public places, but they can pass, just like the dipshit Chicago mayor did, ordinances that restrict federal agency access to city-owned property for specific purposes. So, example, the staging. You know, is he within his legal right? Yes. Do I think this is a bad move? Because one, unfortunately, the Democratic Party, whether people like it or not, has done nothing but, and I'm going to put it back all the way back to Obama, has
Your
done
mama?
nothing but continue to drive a wedge between the American people. Okay? The reason I put it back all the way to Obama is because President Obama, I did like some of the things he did, but for the most part, I didn't think he was a great president. But at the same time, when he made the comment that Trayvon Martin looked like a son, that, if he had a son, he would look like Trayvon Martin, I was like, you're fucking bullshit, because your kids go to a fucking private school. Your son would not fucking look like Trayvon Martin, so go fuck yourself. Like, so you're just causing split at that point. Okay? Fast forward to today, you got the Chicago mayor that's actively putting in these ordinances to separate, and show his, disagreement with the government, everything else. And people are like, oh, see, bullshit. Like, again, we are not and that's where people need to understand. The government, American people, we're not against people coming to this country. I want people to come. If you can improve the United States, fuck, get over here. But you got to do it legally.
Yeah, have you seen 90 Day Fiance? Fuck yeah, come on over. Great show, by the way. Sponsor us.
I watch it. I watch it every Sunday, baby.
Sponsor us. Oh.
That's my guilt. Apparently, that's guilty pleasure.
Oh. But I mean, you got mayors like Chicago's mayor that's saying, putting in this. I'm trying to find the fucking guy's name, but there was I just read an article today about it was either a politician or a mayor or something like that, that said that he wouldn't put career criminals back in jail or multiple offenders back in jail. Did you guys see that?
I did
Yeah.
see it. Oh, okay. It sounds like a California thing, but I can't remember if that is exactly right or not. But I mean, just go back to why the fucking. Let's just move on to the situation, like why the government to be shut down. It's because they want federal funding for illegal immigrants or healthcare. Is that what it
Medicaid,
is?
yes. Yes.
Medicaid? So I mean, like,
Yes. They want
that's
they want
all. I mean, go ahead.
they want the American people to continue funding healthcare for the illegal immigrants.
Hi,
I mean,
Paige.
go
She's in
ahead,
the
Joe.
background waving.
I bitch. I think
So,
she likes
so
me.
Oh,
So it's like so. There's a hospital. I was listening to the whoever the press secretary is for Donald Trump. The blonde. She was saying like,
love it yourself.
yeah, like is it? We got to fact check everything. I'm sure this girl fact checks or people fact check the shit she's saying. And it's just like they said. It's like in Southern California, the fucking Medicaid has went up tremendously. Then she bounces from there to Denver. Denver says they're fucking $10 million in debt, and they can't take all this fucking help on or these extra people on because they have to deny them. And lines are longer. They're waiting for people because immigrants are coming in and they're taking all this Medicaid. They're taking all these rooms up and all this time up. So it's like we're helping these illegals out, and it's just like, what can you help our American people? Like I'm not against helping people out. Like, I'm not out there protesting. I mean, I'm out here working
Lies.
working my ass off. Fucking pay what I gotta pay and get through the day. Take my taxes, do what you gotta do with them. I'm okay with it. Obviously, do I have an opinion about some shit? Yes. Obviously, if I was really strong about it, I'll be out there protesting. But
Well,
guess what? I'm okay with shit. But to hear this shit's happening and now it's coming out because Biden approved this shit, it's fucking disrespectful as fuck. I mean, it might be a running joke, but I saw one fucking, like I said, it's the internet. Don't know if it's true or not. Like they spend $10 million over, I want to say in Ghana for fucking condoms. No, not Ghana, but who's the guys that fighting the Jews right now? What's that called? Hamas.
Gaza? Hamas?
Hamas.
Yeah.
Hamas or Gaza. One or two. They sent. There's a
God's the
program where they sent.
location. Hamas is the terrorist group.
Well, look, I don't know if you want to look this up or not to fact check it, but they're sending $10 million over there for fucking condoms. And they said they use condoms as fucking balloons or like bombs they send over. I don't know if it's a big hoopla or what. Let's fucking hear the shit. It's fucking stupid. $10 million were sent into across seas for a fucking program for fucking condoms.
Well, we were giving money for different countries for stupid stuff. One was like, oh, we're gonna help these people transition. Like, why are we helping somebody else do something that's not in our country? We're not the World Bank. Sorry, we're not.
So,
Well, what they're go ahead, Joe. Go ahead,
oh,
Joe.
no, I was just gonna. So here's a couple things with this. Okay, so first of all, what people need to understand is that right now, okay, illegal immigrants are not eligible for Medicaid, okay, or Medicare. All right, you can't qualify for those. All right, that
I
Democrats are trying to provide access to it. But right now, okay, so when people are like, well, we're spending, on, illegal immigrants get this much money for Medicaid, that's not true. What is true is that you have illegal immigrants that when you get injured, what do? You
go to the
go
hospital.
to the hospital. Can a hospital turn you away?
Nope.
No.
No. So someone's got to fit the bill for that. So through the Biden-Harris administration, open border, it has cost, as of up to when Trump took office, okay,
$1 billion.
more than $16.2 billion were provided to Medicaid-funded emergency services. That does not mean that the guys were getting Medicaid, okay? It just means that, again,
They weren't turned away.
someone had to fit the bill because you can't turn them away when they come in with an emergency. So they go in the emergency room, they get help. Well, they're going to put down whatever. I mean, obviously the hospital asks for your information. Well, most illegal immigrants aren't going to put their correct information because it's illegal. So then someone's got to fit the bill. Well, the federal government has to take the bill. Okay, that's a problem. So that's where this money's getting spilled in. But then also on top of that, like you have the Democrats that are fighting for this Medicaid funding for illegal immigrants. And I'll be honest with you, the reason it pisses me off to no end is because here's what I've learned in just the past 5 years. Okay.
You get one day.
Huh?
Love it. Go ahead.
I learned that a long time ago. I just haven't accepted it. No. So, example, my father-in-law and mother-in-law are in their late 70s. Okay. My father-in-law is a Vietnam veteran, worked his ass off, did 2 jobs most of his life until he was within retiring age, and then didn't stop working until he was about 73 years old. Okay. Well, he made one crucial mistake Do you know what that crucial mistake was?
Letting you marry his daughter.
Okay, two. Two
Oh!
crucial mistakes.
Shots fired.
Okay. So we got one. What's the other one?
Brian would have been a better man.
Matt, time out. Come on, let Joe talk.
Being
It's his
serious.
turn.
I'm just throwing guesses out there. He said two crucial mistakes. I'm guessing. I got one of them right.
He saved
What's the
money.
other one, Joe?
He saved money for retirement. Okay. So guess what? Here's what I learned in the past 5 years. Do you know what saving for retirement is? Saving for retirement is not to, as middle class, it is not to pay for you to actually enjoy life. Okay. It's to pay for your medical bills. Because God forbid, if you have any medical issues at all when you're in your late 70s or at any age after you retire, you don't get Medicaid and stuff like that because you have too much money. So you have to spend all that money on your medical stuff. Fuck the fact that you saved it. Okay, so you worked your ass off just to pay the medical bills. And you have people that are coming to this country illegal that they want to give free medical to? That's the problem. We're not taking care of our American citizens first. We want to take care of the Democrats' future voters. That's what they want to do. They don't want to take care of the American citizen. And that's the problem. I don't care if it's a legal immigrant that comes over because they come over legally, they qualify for stuff, great. But when you're starting to put people above your American citizens that haven't followed the rules, that's the problem.
So what you're saying is, if you make too much money and you save too much money, you're not going to be able to get help by the federal government.
Oh, it's not
Is
even
what
a
you're
matter
saying.
of making too much money. I mean, shit. My father-in-law and mother-in-law are under the poverty level with the income they have. But because of the money they have in their 401k, they don't qualify for shit because they would have to spend all of that money on medical services first
Welcome to
before they
America, dude.
qualify for any help.
Because
Yep.
that's what's going on bad with our country. I mean, sure, look at you, for instance. You're a veteran. We can't even take care of our fucking veterans, dude, who went over across seas to fight for this country.
That's what I
So
said.
sad.
My father-in-law is a Vietnam vet. He is
I know. That's what I'm
diagnosed
saying. It's
with
just like,
Agent Orange exposure. Like, I mean, so like, and we can't take care of these people. Like, even if he wasn't a vet, like just a regular citizen, like it's sickening. So you want somebody to work your ass off your whole life, save, okay, barely save because he was working 2 jobs so he can put his kids through school and everything, pay his bills, and then what little money he had extra, he put in savings. So instead of getting to enjoy the time after his retirement, that money's got to go to medical. Okay. But then, but then our government says it's okay for us to let's try to pass bills where we're giving illegal immigrants access to medical services and we'll spot the bill. So
then they want to go out. Go ahead. Sorry.
no,
Finish your
I was just
tangent.
going to say, so what I learned from that, one, the only way I'm saving my money is I'm going to stick it under my pillow or in a safe in my house because I'll be damn if I'm going to put it in for, anything like that to where the government can say, no, you got to spend it. Fuck that. I'll make you pay for every fucking thing possible because why not? You're going to pay for illegal immigrants. You can pay for me too.
No, you're a white man in America. You ain't getting shit.
Oh, well. I tried.
Well, they could do one of those ethnicity background checks. You might have part Cherokee in you.
I think I looked.
Cherokee, Chopper Wahoo. Was it Tim
So
McGraw song? I'm gonna
It's
be an
pretty. It's
outlaw.
pretty funny. Like you said, you're going on with this tangent, which is fine, and it's great to hear this shit because America doesn't hear like their true scenes behind the scenes
I think it's the
of
federal
what
government
people
cutting them off.
actually feel like in America. Like this is day in and day out way
Man,
like
you're having a
veterans
bad day.
feel.
Jeez, like
It's
peeps.
hard to see them have a platform to come off on. I mean, we don't have the biggest platform in the world, but fuck, why not say what we feel? But just
Hey,
like
Joe.
it's funny how they
It's your
say like
birthday.
Trump is incompetent
Oh, oh,
and he's doing
I'm by
this
myself
and
now,
he's
guys. The
Judge
best
gone.
has.
You guys
There
still
he
there?
oh,
You ruined it.
is he
Son
there?
of a bitch. Nope, he's not there yet.
God damn it.
I don't know where you went. I was about to do the show by myself. So anyway, there he is. There he is. No,
God damn it. What are
Uh,
we to leave off at?
I mean, just a perfect example. I mean, just to show you.
uh-uh. Here we go.
Oh no,
Here
I've done my research. This is
we
my DNA.
go. Um,
Hey, I've got 1% Jewish in me.
woo,
No shit.
Germanic. Hey, I always knew you were a Nazi.
Oh no, I can tell you right now that Germany and England are my primary because I mean, hell, my last name comes from England. So,
Yeah.
um,
Well, I
this
don't know
is
if
the
you guys
part that
heard.
kills me is the fact that I only have 7% Italian. My great grandfather came over from Italy, so I don't.
Doesn't mean he was Italian though.
No, his whole family was born and raised in Italy.
Yeah. Okay.
Doesn't mean he was
I mean,
Italian.
hell,
They've been
his last
immigrants
name
from
was
another state.
Scocco.
You can always change it.
Yep. That is true.
But
But I don't know how much you heard before I get cut off for the
Matt
15th
back yet?
time tonight.
Can you
Fuck
see him?
you. You really can't
Can
see
you
me?
see Joe's? Yes.
I can see
Joe,
Joe.
refresh your screen. There you go. So
God
he's
damn, this is
refreshing now.
horrible.
That's the worst show ever. God damn it. Fucking Riverside.
Horse shit.
I'm leaving.
Can
This is a
can you see me
fucking
now?
crazy.
Yeah, you can
Can you
see him
see
now.
me now?
Yeah, I can
Now
see you.
Josh
Joe,
went bye.
I'm going
There
bye
you
bye
go.
for a second.
Okay,
Oh,
so Joe, let's talk about this for a hot second. So the Democrat Party wants to keep calling fucking Trump incompetent right now, which is kind of funny because wasn't Joe Biden incompetent his whole entire 4 years there? But they said he was fine. But there's proof that's saying he was very incompetent and nothing was going his way.
oh,
So it's just like it's funny to hear all this shit now. It's like what the hell's going on?
well, that's just it. Is I mean, we've seen so many times uh, with the Democrats and stuff like that. That it's funny. They sit here and they're like, oh no, that's not the case. That's not the case. No, no. I mean, even right now, look at the shit going on in Portland and stuff like that, where they're like, it's peaceful. It's just like the BLM protests when shit was on fire, police cars upside down. They're like, it's peaceful. I mean, hell, you got here. Let's see here. Uh,
What's peaceful protesting?
well,
It's all peaceful.
I'm just talking about how the Democrats tend to skew every fucking thing possible that they can. Oh no, Joe Biden's not incompetent, or he doesn't have any medical issues, even though he's tripping up and down the steps, or he can't figure out which way to get off the stage, or he completely like just stands there.
What are you talking about? That was never Joe Biden.
So, but then they're going to come out and say Trump's incompetent and all these other things, and it's like, yeah, here's a way to fix it. And one way to fix it again, it goes back to let's stop electing people because of how big their wallet is.
Now, I think Warren Buffett said it best. We will never balance. He could balance the budget within a 5-year period. And how do you do that? If you elect these people and they can't increase the GDP by 3%, then they're ineligible to run for another seat again. That would make these guys actually work, quit taking money from lobbyists to actually help America instead of hurt America.
Well, I
Isn't
agree with
Trump?
you.
Isn't Trump working for free for America? Then he lose almost $1
Yes.
billion in his own fucking pocket. Just fucking. I mean, his salary is donated.
Yeah, I don't know about, but it's funny you talk about salary. I think it's funny that there were actually newscasters like praising certain politicians that were coming out and saying that they were going to donate their salary to the people that were losing their money right now because of the shutdown. And I'm like, you should be a part of that's not getting paid.
Yeah.
Like, why?
If Congress got their paychecks withhold, they'll be open just like
Right.
that.
Why is that even a fucking discussion? Like, why are you getting paid when you voted to shut down? Like, I want that option. You know what? We're going to close the store today, but I'm still getting paid.
Hey Joe, one thing I really want you to do, man. That one text message I sent you today, I want you to bring it up. But the Two Spirit,
Speaking, okay, as soon as you do that, because it has Josh Hawley in it, but yeah, go ahead and bring that up.
Wait, what?
You wrote the thing. You don't even know what Two Spirit is?
you know what I'm talking about, Joe, or not?
No.
I sent it to you
So
earlier today.
when Joe gets to watch that. So I was watching Congress today. They were grilling Pam Bondi today, and one of the guys asked her a question about James Comey. It's like, if the president tells you to go after his political opponents for doing stuff, isn't that just it's all political, right?
Which,
Uh,
Matt, which video is it?
You probably could just type it in your fucking computer right there.
It's
But Two
probably like one of the
Spirit,
last three, one of the like the first one,
I
first
got
or second one that he sent today. Not
I
the
can't.
JD Vance one. I think it's the first one. Yeah.
the Bob Kurtz.
So probably. So the senator, and that's kind of what Pam Bondi went over, and it was funny. And Josh Hawley, the senator from is it Missouri, maybe or Mississippi, one of the southern ones, I can't remember. But he asked the question. Oh, it's funny you should ask that. We just found out today that 8 U.S. senators have been having their phone tracked um,
Yes,
from
during the
Jack
Biden
Smith.
administration.
So it looks like Biden is going after his political opponents. So now that it's reversed, then it's a bad thing, right? But you guys went after Trump with Russellgate, came out to be fake. Uh, Hunter Biden's
Look,
laptop came out to be fake.
yeah,
So,
they're tracking their phones and listen to their conversations for beliefs in the political race.
yep.
See, yeah, Joe,
Oh my god,
you haven't
Matt.
seen that yet?
Matt, no, I didn't get to watch it, but I just watched it. So Matt, so you're saying defund the police, but we should create spaces for Two Spirit people, right? Oh, and I love that the politician's like, you guys are pulling some crazy. He's like, I'm reading it directly from your shit. What are you talking about?
I see a
No,
two-faced person up there talking to me. That's his defense. That's his defense.
Oh
I mean,
man.
I'd love for you to play that fucking for everybody right now if you can find that shit. That'd be fucking fantastic.
Oh, I can.
Send that to your own email and fucking play the fucking shit out of that. It just shows the contradicting in America right now. from the left side to the right side, and there's no median. There's just no median. The guy can't even fucking answer a question. It's a simple yes or no question, but then he goes into like, I guess something sounds dumber because he wrote the fucking paperwork for the documentary shit. I guess you could say. I don't know. I don't know what words to place there. It's so disgusting, man. It's just.
Here we go. I got it.
I'll go on it.
Oh, got it.
So since we reset this like 4 or 5 times, does our time start over?
No.
Right.
It stayed recording the whole time. Except for the first time we cut it off.
You're up, Big Joe.
Wait for a
Got
fucking
it?
commercial to end.
Any day now, we will see her.
I can't show it because they don't sponsor us.
Sponsors.
I would gladly show it if they sponsored.
Something else you say. Here's what you say we ought to invest in. Instead of funding the police, here's what we ought to invest in. We do need to invest in programs that acknowledge the need for safe space initiatives led by lesbian, gay, bisexual, two-spirit, trans, and gender nonconforming people. What's two-spirit?
I don't know. You guys are pulling some interesting quotes.
This is from your report.
If you look at the report, the folks
Gregory Jackson Jr.
workers.
What is you say that you shouldn't invest in the police, but we ought to invest in two-spirit community programs that acknowledge two-spirit.
We are not going to discriminate against that. We're not going to discriminate against any nonprofit.
What is two-spirit? What is two-spirit? You say don't fund the police, but do fund programs that create safe spaces for two-spirit people. What is? I just want to know. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is.
Well, I honestly, I'm not completely aware of the language or
you wrote the
report. How that was written. But what I'm telling you is that what
is a two-spirit individual? I mean, really, this is your policymakers' playbook. You are the witness called by the Democrats on this committee. Their views. Well, you don't want to fund the police. You want to fund safe spaces for two-spirit individuals. What is a two-spirit person?
I feel like I'm looking at a two-faced individual because you talk about
you're reading your own words, and I'd like to hear an answer. Here's the answer. The answer is you don't have any solutions. You want to invest in gobbledygook.
What's right here?
Take away money
Gobbledygook.
keep our community safe. And when you're called on the record, you deny it. It's all there in black and white, and your record is there in black and white, and it's a disgrace.
We reduced homicides by 31%, and as someone who's been shot and nearly killed, I take offense that you would think that
I take offense that you won't answer my questions,
not focused on
that you deny your own words, and that you are leading this committee astray. And
Gobbledygook, guys. I fucking love it. I fucking love that shit.
I was right. He is the U.S. Senator for Missouri.
He's the U.S. Senator? That guy? That black guy?
Yeah. No, not the black guy. Senator Hall.
Oh. Okay, the white guy. Who the hell is the black guy?
I guess he was working for it, and he was kind of the witness to it, so he signed off. The policymaker's witness is a policymaker witness, is what he was saying. So you have to know what it is.
So this would be a perfect example of.
Hold on, Jeff. Hold on.
Sign stuff.
Hold on, Jeff.
First of all, the fact I didn't pay attention to the background. And he blew it up to a big fucking screen. And he played to himself, what's two-spirit individuals?
He's like,
it's a big carpet. It says right here, you wrote some shit, you dumb fuck. Then he says, gobbledygook. Like, fuck. It's like one of those what do you call those girls that come to the libraries and read books to little fucking children? Cross-dressers. That's cross-dressers.
I was like, where are you going with this? Because I was thinking a librarian. Like,
I can't, dude. I got so much going on through my head. I mean, I did not see that. When I've watched that video 3 times at least, and I didn't even notice he pointed to the background. There's a fucking big ass fucking cardboard cutout of fucking what he said. It just shows you how much time
Gobbledygook.
it just shows you how much time our goddamn senators, Republicans, what do you want to say, wasting their time on putting shit like that out to show dumbass or Democrats what they're saying. Then we got to come back gobbledygoo.
Well,
He's like, hey, I found offensive because I was one of the shot victims.
well,
Dude,
let's be honest. Let's be honest. The senators weren't doing the work. They've got interns. They've got people
you're
that work
correct.
for them, that
You're
do all this
correct.
stuff for them, and they just got to present the evidence.
A bunch of gobbledygoo.
Matt's not going to let
Oh,
that one go, guys.
jeez. That guy's fucking word Joe said earlier. Go
So
ahead,
next
Joe.
time we see Matt,
Figure it.
all we got to do is go gobbledygook.
Look at me, like fucking. That's when we're into the Bengals game during the around Thanksgiving time.
So, all right, my friends, we're
Go
gonna
ahead,
call it.
Joe. That's your first reaction seeing it. What do you think, Joe?
Oh, I mean, doesn't surprise me at all. That's the thing. Like, so I just looked it up, and so that guy was during his position, he was the deputy director of the White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention. And he stated that homicides were reduced by 31% during his time in the Biden administration. I'm looking to see if that's true or not.
That was the deputy director. That guy who got shot one time. It was full of gobbledygoo.
He got shot and he shot himself. He shot his toe off.
He probably got shot by a two-spirit person, and he fucking an intuition just took over. He's like, hey, we need someone like that in our life. Two-spirited person. What is a two-spirit person?
A
Is this one?
gobbledygook.
God.
So I love this. So apparently that claim of reducing it by 31% is 2-year tenure is a misleading and inaccurate claim. So according to the FBI's data, they showed that nationwide there was a 14.9% decrease from 2023 to 24. And the murder rate declined roughly 12%. Not even close
Maybe,
to 31%. Maybe if
well,
you take,
maybe, so he
unless,
was a deputy.
maybe
Go
he's
ahead.
on the 14.9 and times it by 2 because he considers those two-spirited people.
I'm not a teacher like you were, buddy, but maybe was he a deputy director for 4 years in the Biden administration? 2,
2 years. Because
2 years, maybe
the
he added
Biden
both years together. Maybe he added both years together. That's what he probably did. If he added together, was that 2 years? Was it close to 30?
let's see. The Council of Criminal Justice said that homicides in a sample of 29 cities had decreased by 16%. And in another one for the next year, 30 cities, it fell by 17%. I mean, it's around 31%. If you add them together and say that it's the whole entire nation when it's 29 cities and 30 cities one year and 29 cities another year.
So what happens if you divide it by the goopy claw?
You get two-spirited people.
Ta-da! Okay. Maybe we can answer that question for that fucking senator then.
Gobbledygook.
That is some fucking gobbledygook. I'll tell you what.
Can't say that's not funny. That's some funny
Oh,
shit. Right
that is some funny fucking shit. So,
All right, gentlemen, we are going to call it there. Appreciate you joining us on Idiocracy Talk Radio. I'm Dr. B. We got Matt. We got Josh, or AKA Flacco.
Flacco.
Tune in next time for another episode of Idiocracy Talk Radio.
Very
Idiocracy, where we got two spirited people.
The tile speaks for itself.
It's idiocracy, but you gon' see the value and respect though when you talk with me. So come on, baby, walk with me. It ain't a topic that the crew can't touch. Share our views and our vibe. What we have, it ain't much.
No.
Bluffs, it's the crew, yeah, we got
You
it.
need
Share our thoughts and our views, you can't stop it. Said this ain't bluffs, it's the crew, yeah, we got it. Idiocracy, tell us what's the topic.
Bye, bye, bye. Matt,